sponsored by Wizards of the Coast.
All right, we're back. Man, cornea juice, zombie slayers,
Gross.
all of the fun things.
I wanted a title.
You really wanted to be able to kill those zombies.
I did. Moira just wants to show off, and she never gets to because I'm always rolling really low.
Aw, for on initiative.
Everything.
She wants to fight, everything.
Yeah. Lala got to be the zombie slayer first, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't kill it. I was just.
You did some serious damage, though.
I was.
You did real good.
Beating it up pretty good.
Yeah. It's set up.
It was a nearly headless zombie.
I looked at it nasty. That's what I got to do.
You were saving your energy, as Ichabod said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for the next fight, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then you can turn all that undead.
I love that Ichabod was just like, "You're a zombie slayer. You're the zombie slayer.
I'm the zombie slayer."
I know. There were so many like real world references in that one too, like the Yelp and the what was the other one that I was like, oh, that was a random one. It was the
the
weakest link.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
And the cornea juice, it's very good for the gastrointestinal.
She's so good at comedic improv. It just comes out of nowhere. We're all. Sometimes I can't even get to the laugh because I'm like, how did you get there? This is so funny, but how did you go from point A to point B? It comes out of nowhere. I love it.
And I bet she'd be like, I don't know, it just happens.
Yeah.
But I got to give it up to Kim for the zombie sound effects there.
That was really good.
And
The one prolonged
it
one.
just continued.
Yeah.
And then she was like, Lilith's turn.
You know, she was doing that for comedic effect too. She was like, how long can I make this groan last? That was good stuff. Yeah, and pretty good editing there too, with getting all the sound effects. It really did feel like I was in the thick of that fight.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Kim does a lot of that.
Yeah, I think Kim and Nick do sound effects.
Yeah, I bet it's mostly her doing all the Foley sound effects. She's like,
Yeah.
Awesome. So what did you guys in chat think? Did you think that was a good one? I saw some happy Twitchers there laughing at all that stuff. Moira just wants more killing. I think that's true.
Yes.
That's basically the core of Moira, is that she always wants to fight.
I want to prove myself. I want to battle for honor and always win.
Always win.
Always win.
So what's gonna happen when Kim takes that away from you and kills you?
No.
All of the no.
No.
This keeps coming up.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No.
You guys played through it though, so it's not, you know it's gonna happen, kinda, right?
Yeah.
Ish. We'll see. These people don't know. You guys are doing a pretty good job doing your poker face here. All right, well, let's get to some questions. These were go ahead and throw some in the Twitch chat if you'd like. I can watch. I'm gesturing here because I can, it's in this thing in front of me. But put question in all caps in front of it, and I'll be able to kind of check it out. And you guys have been throwing a lot in there already. But I will start with some that I have over here from our social needs. Or Socialmates. This one is from Facebook. Wes Martin asks, this might not be because you guys are newish to playing RPGs, but what are your favorite new aspects of playing so far? And is there anything in particular you're looking for in an RPG?
Well, I mean, everything's kind of new to us.
Yeah.
I've always really enjoyed a robust character creation. That's usually something that will get me into it if I can customize a lot of the character, because making characters is one of my favorite things. That's my favorite thing in any video game. I look for something that has like a shit ton of sliders in the character creation process. That's my favorite
And then
part.
you just take the sliders and just go.
Yeah.
All the way to the left, all the way to the right.
Yeah.
Doing it the wrong direction. Oh,
Whatever.
I know my directions.
My favorite one to do that in is the Saint Row series.
Yeah, you can make some really fun things in that one.
Just spend lots of time making characters.
I like making characters in Arc.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nigel. Oh, that was actually Dark Souls.
What's in Dark Souls?
Yeah.
We've made some really good ones in
Nick,
Dark Souls.
my boyfriend and I made Nigel Thornberry in Dark Souls.
We made Steel Toe Dan.
Yeah, it was this lady that looks like a goldfish.
She's so beautiful. Yeah.
Her steel toe Dan.
Steel toe Dan. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, that's I mean for me.
Character.
Going back to the actual question.
The actual question, yeah, right. Way to bring it around. Way to bring it around.
I'm also very particular about. I love all high fantasy, but I'm particular about my sci-fi. I'm very picky about it. So that's something I look for.
What are the good qualities in a sci-fi thing that you're looking for?
Really kind of classic things, very within a box, actually. I don't like time travel for some reason.
Yeah, it gets messy.
I don't like it. If it's Star Trek or Star Wars or Farscape, anything in that like very, it's, you know, essentially Star Wars, it's on a ship, it's groups going together to do something. I don't know. I'm just very particular.
What about the time travel episodes in Star Trek?
That's fine.
Really? I mean, what about the one with when Tasha Yar comes back?
It's fine. We don't need to talk about Tasha Yar.
Well, another time. Another time. Okay. I feel like I opened up a can of worms right there.
There's a lot to talk about Tasha Yar. I like her, but there's a lot to talk about.
You are correct there. All right, so we'll get some more questions. So, all right, so Rachel, this goes to you. If Moira had to pick between a holy Avenger and a picture of Mark Hamill, which would she pick?
Well,
does Maria know about Mark Hamill?
oh, well, yeah. I'm just gonna go.
Mark Hamill just like transcends.
Yeah, he's in every property.
Transcends reality.
He's like Patrick Stewart. He's just immortal in a sense. That's hard. I might actually do Holy Avenger because she's, as much as we both very much love Mark Hamill, the idea of being a Holy Avenger and being so much holier than thou art would totally appeal to her because she's vain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Want to be, the toughest and the shiniest. Basically.
Shiny.
Yeah.
The shiniest.
Not necessarily the prettiest. She doesn't give a shit about that.
No,
but
the
the toughest and the shiniest. Yeah.
All right.
Glowing like a diamond. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the makeup requests for Moira.
Yeah.
Is that we just like throw a ton of highlighter on her so she glows with the holy power of Helm.
Yeah. I want to shine like a diamond. Or a moon.
Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Exactly.
With your white balancing. The good question. Thank you for that, 60. Meet Eric. And then, Hanselman has got a good question for Erica. Did you base Lala on a monster in the monster manual, or did you do it on the fly? Get it?
Terrible.
We stumbled across a Pixable. Oh my gosh.
A Pixable?
Pixable.
It's like Lunchable, but for Pixies.
Yes. A Pixie playable character sheet. Not sheet, page on on the D&D wiki. And I was like, yeah, it's such a good website.
It's such a good website.
And once I saw that, I was like, I have to play a Pixie. I gotta.
Just gotta.
Especially after I read that when you can see a Pixie flying, there's just like a trail of sparkles and glitter following her. And I was like, yeah, I want that.
Perfect. Done. Yeah.
So.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Cool. And then so we talked about Moira and Lala, and those are really cool characters. But there was a theme in the questions this week, and it's kind of summed up on Twitter from Akeisha Roberts, and she asks, awesome choices on your current characters, and curious as to what the next classes and/or races you'd want to try in a future game.
Well, I think we both have a few unused character sheets filled out and ready to be used. I have a Drow sorcerer that I'm really excited.
Ooh.
Because I played a Drow like forever ago.
Right.
And I kind of want to play another Drow because I kind of want to try playing a little bit of like an evil character because I feel like I always play really good characters.
Well, you're kind of neutral in this.
I'm like, no, I think I'm chaotic good.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun to see, like a whole, I mean, you were talking about your campaign, how it was just a whole Drow campaign. you know, with the matrons in charge and Menzo Baranza, and how that'd be really fun to actually role play out.
Yeah, it was so much fun because we had 2 lady drow and then like that surface dwelling male drow.
He was no good.
Drow party.
That trash.
That trash.
We killed him and stole his cape.
Nice. I would do that. I have so many characters I want to play, but specifically
List 5 of them now.
I can do 3.
Okay.
The others I want to keep secret for when I actually pull them out of nowhere.
Makes sense.
I have a half dryad druid that we were going to do for Constitution saving throw.
Constitution check.
Constitution check. That's what it's called. Yeah, she was a lot of fun to make, and I never got to play her. I also have my cleric of the homebrew Wee Joss domain. She went necromancer, and I really want to play her again.
Adriana.
And then I love Hadriana.
I miss her.
She's crazy. I love it. Actually, I really want to play the character I played for Meat Grinder. She was a little overpowered, but I like it because I want to do a ton of damage.
Nice.
Lork, but the only sheet I have was the one that Chris Perkins ripped up.
Oh,
my,
no.
Handwritten sheet. So,
Oh, man. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, check out Stream of Annihilation Meat Grinder. I think it was like the second slot of day 1 or the third slot, maybe. But yeah, it was basically showing off how deadly the Tomb of Annihilation storyline can be. And yeah, Chris Perkins took great revelry in ripping up your character sheets. It was very sad. Yeah.
Eggnog.
Eggnog, no.
My favorite though is when Joe, when he's like, "Yeah, I made that hand drawn at home, that character sheet. Oh, too bad."
Takes even more pleasure.
Yeah,
Randy
the Savage was hysterical.
it was good stuff.
So macho man.
Yeah, Chris Perkins always the showman, trying to get the ripping next to the microphone so that everybody could hear it.
Hear the full effect of it.
Loved
Everyone.
it. Absolutely loved it.
Terrible.
Our souls being ripped apart as well.
That's what that was, right? I really like your Ouija's character idea, though, too, going back to that. Like, I always loved the idea of the clerics of Ouija's being completely neutral, of just being like, death is, you can't get away from it. It just is part of life. And, you know, I could see a necromancer who's not necessarily evil, but is just, this is, you know, I take advantage of what's happening, right?
Yeah, she was very much interested in the balance in life and death and pushing the boundaries. I guess I just really wanted to make like a dark Disney princess for some reason. So I pulled out my Snow White voice and I just played Hadriana like that, like very innocent and, oh, look at this flower. I'm going to take this skull and add it to my collection. She was fun.
Didn't you pick up a cursed skull one time?
I did. So I tried to pick up a cursed dragon skull. Didn't know it was cursed. And my DM was like, roll for damage. I couldn't take it with me.
Oh.
So upset.
How much damage did you take? Was it like killing or was it like, oh, you're fine?
No, it was like 16 points.
But like we had just fought a bunch of like skeletons.
Yeah,
right?
I was pretty low on health.
It was like, I don't know if you, because we just fought like a bunch of reanimated skeletons in that graveyard. So it was like, you sure you want to pick up a skull in this graveyard that a bunch of things just popped out of the ground?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I want to go.
I love
I
that.
will take a whole collection.
Yeah. And here are the livers and the other internal organs I shall put on a shelf.
She sings a song as she's putting them on the pot.
Just summoning undead animals from the forest.
1, 2, 3 pints of blood.
Yeah, I want to bring her back. She was fun.
Oh, that is fun.
Dead birds.
Yeah.
Flocking to you.
Yes, exactly.
So bringing it back to Girls Gets Glory, this question's from Tappin' Man in Twitch. What oath does Moira follow? Have you ever?
Both of the ancients.
Ah.
Yeah.
Why did you pick that?
Well, I kind of pictured her as like a Gaelic knight.
Gaelish. I'll go with Gaelish.
Gaelish. Yeah, it's specific to D&D.
Funny, she didn't look Gaelish.
Knight. I really liked the idea of the Green Man and gods of the forest. Lots of the old Irish gods in the Seelie and Unseelie court, because you know,
because the name.
Yeah, so I basically just wanted to make an old school Irish knight, and Oath of the Ancients seemed like a good choice. She's a little more in tune to nature, not as much as Rowan, who is druidic, but a little bit.
Yeah.
She likes to breathe. Yeah.
I didn't even think about it, but you guys kind of have that whole kind of theme going for a lot of the party.
Mm-hmm. Very nature oriented.
Yeah. Yeah, that's neat. Are you guys all into like that kind of Celtic, imagery, or is it just, kind of happened by accident?
I think it kind of happened by accident.
Yeah, it just kind of happened.
For Alice and I, it was very purposeful. Mostly for me, just because that's my heritage. If you couldn't tell by my pallor, very
very tan. Very tan.
Yeah,
Love the sun.
Yeah, what can I say? So easily. But yeah, for Alice, I think it was very purposeful too.
Neat. And Pixies, I always kind of feel is in that realm of Fae.
Yeah. Yeah, my Pixie was actually raised by wood elves, so she kind of just like stumbled into the whole like nature, living in a forest.
It became really Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Which was also all purposeful because
we kind of love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
How can you not?
Only a little bit.
Yeah.
I only kind of like Lord
Only
of the
kind
Rings.
of. Only kind of.
Oh man, we're gonna start showing tattoos. I'm gonna get somebody in here who has some tattoos that he can show you. Because I don't have any, but Chris Lindsay on our team has been doing these awesome ones on his arm. I don't know if you saw it at Stream of Annihilation. He had just like started.
Right. Use tattoos.
Possible.
Yeah, and then they're doing more and more as it's getting the more the color in there. It's looking awesome. Yeah, so this is another question from Eric. 16-bit Eric asks, will you be killing en masse now in hopes of getting a title?
Yes, Eric. Yes, you should know this by now. That's my boyfriend.
Oh, well, that makes perfect
You
sense.
should know me better.
Yeah.
Yes, of course I'm going to kill everyone. I want to destroy everything that is impugning my honor.
And
if it looks wrong, it's dead.
including you, Eric.
No, I wouldn't kill him.
All right, fine.
I'm
Maybe.
kind of maybe.
It's a little bit.
I feel like no one's safe.
Well,
No
now
one
you
is-
all need titles. That you're gonna have like snake killers and dinosaur killers,
Yeah.
undead.
Well, I feel like Moira's such a type A that she would be like, I want to collect the most. I must have the most titles.
Zombie Slayer, Dinosaur Slayer.
Yeah.
So like the type A comic where the type B is like, no, just stop and smell the flowers. The type A like shoves them in their face and it has a trophy that's like #1 flower sniffer. Yeah.
That's a very like video game thing too. To be like, I'm gonna collect all of the achievements and have all my titles
Yeah.
and things next to me.
Oh yeah, that's Moira.
But also like very like merit badges.
Yes. Oh
All
yes.
right, you guys could have sashes.
A sash that just
Yes.
has like all these like crudely embroidered pins.
Moira needs merit badges. She would love that though. That'd be perfect for her.
New ideas, new costume ideas.
Yes.
I love it. All right. All right, this is a good one. This is a question from Indigo5 Alpha, also in Twitch chat. How long before Lilith kills and eats Bulbasaur?
Debatable. It might happen. I'm not sure. She's a little attached to him now, I think. And it would have to be when she's alone with Bulbasaur and literally everyone else is off doing something else.
Or maybe if we're all dead, she'll finally feel
Yeah.
okay to eat
Just
it.
be like, all right, it's time.
She's like, no
crack
one
it
else is
open.
around, so.
It's a lot of meat on that dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if we get in a pretty desperate
Moira would
situation.
rather starve, but I feel like Lilith would probably dig in pretty fast.
Yeah.
She wanted to the first time she saw it.
Yeah.
She was, we could eat
It's like,
this.
oh, they're gonna eat it? Well, we could eat it.
We could eat it.
It's gonna happen
Yeah.
soon. You'll be they'll be roasting Bulbasaur. Here's a fun question. So what's the name of Moira's sword that she can make it flame on?
Oh, Requiter.
Requiter.
Requiter. It's a scimitar, and every time she says Requiter, it like bursts into flame.
What
I was
color?
really-
What color flame?
Oh, just typical.
Just all right.
Yeah, just an orange, maybe a little bit brighter than a normal non-magical.
Scarlet.
Yeah, but yeah, I love that weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited when I got that. I just want to collect magical items. I
Go
don't care
into
if
collecting.
he does like a +1 to charm, or I don't care. I just want to collect them all. That was
Yeah.
such a.
I'm gonna collect everything.
I do. She's a collector.
That makes sense. I'm kind of like that too.
She's gonna end up like that woman in Labyrinth with the stacks on top of her.
Oh, this is nice. You
This
want
is
this?
nice. You want this? Yeah, it's gonna be more.
Those are squad goals. Squad goals for Moira.
Yeah.
I can be like her. That's a good one. So, I mean, this is kind of going into your background. Maybe you have family members that you modeled it off, Rachel, but how did you perfect your accent as Moira?
Did I? We've gotten a lot of like, oh, their accents are so bad. So for a while I was like, oh, I thought I was actually okay at RP British. Maybe I'm not. I took a lot of acting voice classes that specifically went into accents, and I watch a lot of BBC America, a lot of it. So I'm almost always watching Father Brown at night because it's such a good show. But if I'm good at the accent, it's accidental. Yeah.
You don't watch any Doc Martin, anything like that?
Oh, hell yeah. I love Doc Martin.
It's good stuff.
Martin, he's so funny. I love that show. That's a good show.
But that is a good way to do it when you're like trying to model accents. My wife does that too when she was learning Scottish for Brigadoon.
Oh, Brigadoon!
Yeah, that's exactly. She's
Oh,
like, how do you do this? I'm like, I don't know. Let's watch Train Spotting.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we got about halfway through and we're like, oh my God, we had just had a kid. And so it's not as fun to watch Train Spotting when you're have a newborn.
Covering the.
Don't do it in case anybody out there.
Yeah. That's a good, like watching David Tennant talk in his actual accent is good. Yeah. For accents, it's usually helpful to have a key phrase that will get you into it. Like just saying the word coffee beans in a New York accent will get me into it. It's very specific.
Yeah. And it's different for everybody and everybody's character.
Yeah. I don't know how Alice does it. I think she has a
She watched
key
a lot.
phrase.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, how she gets into it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just know that she based it off of a character from Downton Abbey.
Oh, is it Downton?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of the upstairs or the downstairs ones? We'll have to ask her when she comes back on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kim says, question, show me Luna.
Oh,
Asleep.
Oh, she's asleep, Kim. Come on.
Yeah, we're not gonna wake her up.
Yeah.
He's quiet.
Well, Les Nasal, who asked about your accent, she thinks it's great. This person thinks that your accent is wonderful.
Thank you. It's probably because I did a lot of Shakespeare, and everyone was like, "Oh, you have to do Shakespeare in an RP accent," which is, but yeah,
Don't always have to.
yeah, exactly.
She woke up, guys.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Luna.
Hi.
And now the show just becomes about the dog.
Everyone zoom in on the dog. So we've asked. Okay, good. Yeah. More questions. This one is from Radconf. Are you guys going to continue to do like recording and editing in this kind of format, or do you ever think about streaming this kind of stuff to do it live?
We've actually been talking a lot about starting to stream, and it's becoming a little bit more of a reality. Like every time we talk about it,
Mm-hmm. I really want to. I really want to.
Yeah, we really want to. We just have to figure out when
Yeah.
and like what storyline we want to do and like all that sort of thing.
We have a new DM in mind. We had a lot of fun with her when we
Mhm.
got together just for shits and giggles. But we just need to figure out a schedule because so many of the girls are, hugely
they, like-
successful, often and filming, and yeah.
Mhm.
And if we can get guest spots to fill in, or if we can work around it,
Thank you.
yeah.
What did Luna do?
So
She just licked my arm.
Oh,
baby,
like you do.
like you do.
Like she does.
Yeah.
But
hoping we'll get to
we
do
do, yeah, we do want to keep doing the format that we have because we like it. But yeah, we do want to live stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, like I said earlier on, it's like it's both. I like there's benefits of both because you guys get to really hone in on the story and you know, the funny moments when you're doing it edited, and then there's less downtime, you know. But it's sometimes easier just to turn on a camera and be like, hey, we're just playing.
Yeah. And I feel like if it's live stream, a lot of people will be more accepting of how much we probably have to look up specific things, but
like, oh, that's why they edit it.
Yeah, that's why we edit it.
That makes much more sense. But you guys are getting more and more used to at least how to look up things faster. Yeah, I don't think, you know.
Yeah. I've got little tabs in my book that are color coded for specific characters. So it's really fast to look up spells I haven't already got memorized.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is a question from Facebook from Stephen Cruz. And maybe this is more for you, Erica. But which race group do you like more, Drow or Yuan-Ti?
Oh, I haven't actually played Yuan-Ti. I was actually looking through the book at different I guess humanoid monsters, like things that we might be able to play, and that did strike my interest. But I've never actually played one, so I guess Drow by default.
Yeah, the Yuan-Ti are like these evil snake people, but it feels like you really kind of lend towards the more monstrous type of player character. Right? Is that true? Ones that are less human-like?
I mean, I do want to play less human-like ones. I think the majority of my characters have been pretty human-esque. Like I've played half-orcs and dwarves and the Pixies, so.
Yeah, but not just a straight-up, like, you know, human. Those are boring.
Oh yeah, I never played like a straight human. I mean, they're kind of boring. What?
Rude.
Huh?
No, it's
for
true.
me
They
though.
are. They are.
For me, I'm like
Very vanilla.
I look through whenever I'm deciding like what race I want to play. I like look through and I'm like, I could play a human. I've never played a human, but I could play this thing.
Like a gymnastic.
So yeah, I guess I did lean away from regular all humans.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. I usually like playing elf characters just for that reason, because it's close enough. Most people understand what they are. You don't have to like explain it too much, but there's enough alien and weird about them that you can delve into.
I mean, I play a human every day of my life, so like, I don't even play human.
I don't know, man. You kind of look like a pixie.
You're basically.
You're basically RPing a pixie all the time. No one knows.
I mean, this is just my human form.
You're really a dragon. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I mean, no. What?
No. Don't put the head scratcher back on.
Don't look at my shirt.
This isn't me.
She's totally not an alien, and she's totally not communicating with her own planet.
They know.
All right, so, this is a fun question from Johnny68 Cartwright. In a battle royale amongst all the cast members, who is the last character standing?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, who do you think is the most badass?
I don't know. I think maybe Ichabod, because as a fighter, Ichabod gets attack after attack after attack. Although Lilith gets some good range.
But Rowan's got some crazy.
True.
But
Rowan could like wild shape into a giant angel and take everyone out.
But she also has like fireballs and stuff.
Also true. Yeah.
But I don't know if she would be down to fight us.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't think Rowan would want to participate in the battle royale. She'd be like, but I love everyone so much.
I can't touch my friends. Yeah, that's what Moira would do. Moira would just lay down and die, be like, no, I can't hurt my friends. I can't do that.
Aw. Look at you guys being the good moral center. Like, my characters would never fight each other. They'd be...
Everyone else is like, yeah, we'll fucking take you out.
And we're like, we'll just hug you guys to death.
Yeah. Lilith would pick all... Not Lilith, Moira. Fucking... who am I talking to? Lala.
Huh?
Who am I? What?
Are you talking to me?
Lala would pick everyone's pockets.
Yeah, if I survived, I would just rummage everyone.
Just, like, bury me with the requider.
Yeah, I wouldn't take the requider. I have standards. I just take the gold and other valuables.
I don't need that.
All right. Well, that was a totally unsatisfying answer.
Oh, okay. should we just decide on right now?
Probably Ichabod.
Yeah, let's go with Ichabod. All right. We'll have to throw that to Sajada once he comes on and be
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
so-
she's got a lot of health too, so
Yeah.
she
Right.
could take a.
Yeah.
I think it would be between her and Rowan, or rather him and Rowan.
If Rowan decided to fight.
Yeah.
We'll assume you guys are all mind controlled, so you have to fight each other
Oh, okay.
in this
Yeah,
battle royale scenario. And now we have to play this out for real with dice rolls and everything.
It would be fun to just try once.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to.
I mean, it wouldn't be like a permanent thing.
It's, you know, people have asked that a bunch of times too, when like, you know, other parties, and it ends up being just, I've done it a couple times for fun, just be like, oh, let's see what happens. And it ends up just being like gamesmanship in a way, like, oh, I roll high on initiative, so therefore I win. Like, that's it. That's all that really matters. It doesn't really actually, you know, it's not about skill of, you know, character or player. It's just about more luck than anything else. And D&D's not really balanced that way. It's not balanced for like player versus player. It's all about players versus monsters. So
Yeah.
Team based.
it's a fun thought experiment, but that's about it. All right, let's finish this up with one awesome one about Ren Faire. So where should Automorphist shop for clothes if one wants to visit Ren Faire next year?
Bring a lot of money.
I mean, just go to the Ren Fair. Here's what I think my favorite thing to do would be, which is go to the Ren Fair in my normal clothes, but with like a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then just buy a costume there, and then go to the Ren Fair again in my full costume.
Or change
Oh.
while you're there, which
Or
is what
change-
we've done.
We definitely have done that.
Yeah. We came for a pirate day once at the Irwindale Fair, and
We
we
went-
ended up,
In costume,
yes,
and then we ended up buying another
better
full
costumes.
costume, and
Full
then
costume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like bodice, 2 skirts, jacket. Yeah.
we were like, well, now that we've put these on
We're not going
and
to take
we've
them.
fallen in love with them, we just threw our credit cards at them.
It's okay. Don't let me see
Just
it.
take it.
Costume
worth it.
change time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there like
we-
changing areas at Ren Fairs? Because I feel like that's something that they should do at this point.
In I mean, there's like a rental, like a costume rental area you can change at.
Yeah.
So you can also rent a costume and then buy a costume and then return the costume that you rented.
Rented, yeah.
Ooh.
Or yeah, at the booth that we got our costumes at Pendragon.
Pendragon!
And so they have a changing, like a little booth, little section that you can try on the things just to make sure it fits before you buy it. And you could just change in there,
Yeah.
if you're buying the stuff from
That's
there.
what we did.
Nice. Ren Fair secrets. I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ren Fair Secrets with Erica and Rachel.
Do you guys go to a lot? How many do you think you go to a year?
Well, there's 2 locally. There's Nottingham in Ventura County,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is in like September.
Yeah.
September, and then there's the Irwindale one, which we go to
Several times.
several times during their course.
We buy tickets ahead of time.
Yeah, because they usually have like early bird specials where it's like $9 off per ticket.
Mm-hmm.
We get about 4 or 5 just in case.
Yeah, just in case like our friends want to go, or
Right.
we just go 4
Yeah.
or 5 times.
Yeah, which we did this
which
year.
we've done.
Yeah.
And and there's also the NorCal Ren Fair, which I might be going to this year if you want to go.
Yeah.
Last year,
Is that like
Okay.
Humboldt County or is it San Francisco?
it's not north as like Humboldt, but it's also like not. It's at Casa de Fruta. I don't know where exactly that
That
is.
means House of the Fruit.
It does. It's probably like an hour and a half to 2 hours from the San Francisco Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like southeast, maybe?
I'm such an East Coaster that I'm still learning like the ins and the outs of West Coast Ren Fairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, last year, Nick and I drove all the way up there. We got it the morning of the day we were supposed to go to the Ren Fair. It was pouring rain.
Mm-hmm.
We'd all gotten dressed. We had gotten all dressed up in our costumes, full like fantasy makeup. And we get in the car and we're like, maybe we should check to see if it's open. And it wasn't.
Oh
It
no!
had been rained out. out. And so then we were like, maybe there's another one nearby. And then there was Fair and Folsom, but that one was also closed because of the rain.
Oh man.
So we just went back to my friend's house and watched A Knight's Tale.
I've been to one in Minnesota where it was raining really hard and they were still like going hard.
Yeah. The ironic thing was that it was like closed due to weather conditions, right on top of a banner that says "Rain or Shine." We're like,
that's a lie.
Was it like thunderstorms or something like that? Maybe they were worried about.
Like, it had been raining for like a while, so it was definitely storming, like on our way up.
Okay, so it wasn't just like rain. It wasn't
just like a light drizzle. It was like
we're from Washington,
right?
That's still a light drizzle.
You just got to deal with it.
Oh, he's from yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm here now, but still.
We are Washington people in some aspects.
Awesome. Great. Well, I feel like now I know all about Ren Faires, and I haven't been to one since I've been out here, honestly. So yeah.
There is one in August up there. That this girl we met in Seattle was telling us about. And she said that I think you can like camp out there.
Yes.
Ooh.
That like I've done that one.
That they basically are like, okay, fair's closed, send all your kids home, and then like it's like a boozy
camping thing too.
Or camping
boozy camping trip.
I gotta go there and like play Dungeons and Dragons there. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. My mom worked at a Ren Faire, so I've been going to Ren Faires my whole life.
Oh no way, really?
Yeah. She was in a recorder group. Yeah. She has a bunch of medals. I love my mom too.
Does your mom watch Girls Guts Glory?
Yes.
What does she think?
She downloaded Twitch just for it.
Aww.
That's so cute.
My mom even tried to watch her 3 a.m. game.
Me too. She fell asleep.
But she tried. That's all that matters.
She tried. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, very good talking to you as always. Again, I'll be out next week, but you'll be talking to Bart Carroll. And I'm not sure if will it be you guys or Kim will be back?
I have to check the schedule.
Kim will let us know. She's the organizer of all things. I'm sure she'll pop into chat and tell us right now what's going on. But that's fantastic. Next week we have Dragon Talk starting on Monday at 2 p.m. We will do a Lore You Should Know with Chris and Matt to start out. We're going to be talking about Port Nyanzaru and Batiri Goblins, stuff that you guys are dealing with right about now-ish in Girls Guts Glory, as well as all of the streaming people are talking about. So all the city areas that you've been experiencing, the dinosaur races, all that stuff is all on Port Nyanzaru, and Chris and Matt will get to the bottom of all of that there. We're also talking to Aram Vartian from God's Fall, as well as, he's got another one, I remember, Dungeon Rats. I think it's called Dungeon Rats. He's got an awesome book coming out for God's Fall that we want to talk to him about, and we'll also be talking to Anna Prosser Robinson for about hosting Stream of Annihilation, as well as what Evelyn has been doing in Dice Camera Action. It's been kind of crazy what's going on.
It's been good. Yeah,
it's been real good.
Yeah.
Nice. And then Tuesday at 4 p.m. is when Dice Camera Action will be picking back up again. Around 3:30, I will be joining, giving you all the crazy announcements of things that are going on now at 3:30 on Tuesday. This is all Pacific time. And then we're back with Maze Arcana Fury's Reach with Satine at 7 p.m. Pacific time on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll also have 4 p.m. Ms. Click's D&D Risen, Maze Arcana Fury's Reach with Rudy on Wednesday. Also Thursday, we'll be talking to you guys again. I will be not here again, but...
Alice and me next week.
Alice and Erica next week. So get your questions in on our Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook pages. You guys had that timed up like for a second there. That was good.
We do that.
And then Acquisitions Incorporated, the C Team will be on 3:30, and then Friday we'll go with High Rollers, Uncharted Territory, Episode 3, and Dragon Friends, 7 p.m. And again, Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Tonight you'll see the premiere of Dragon Friends broadcasting their episode that they already taped in Australia. Those funny people, I can't wait. I can't wait to see that.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're a little bit different because they did it in front of like an audience too, so I can't wait to see how that...
They do live music, don't they?
Yeah. Benny is playing the keyboards, which is another great little wrinkle to all this fun live play stuff. Again, this is all kind of getting a preview for Tomb of Annihilation, which is coming out September 19th wide, and then it's in game stores September 8th. It's 11 days before that. So all the fun stuff that we've been kind of previewing through all these things will be able to be played by you guys at home starting around then. And again, check out D&D Beyond if you want to make some characters. You guys were talking about making characters. It's super fun to do that now in D&D Beyond. I've made like 3 or 4. Tons of fun. And for your first chance to jump into the Tomb of Annihilation story, Neverwinter is an action MMO, and it is on July 25th on PC. Tomb of Annihilation will drop there, so you get your first chance to kind of explore Chult in a digital realm there. That'll be super fun. It will be coming to Xbox One and PS4 a bit later. All right, I think that's all the stuff I'm going to inundate you with right now. We will throw it to Acquisitions Incorporated C Team starting at 3:30, so you got about 20 minutes break before then. Go pee, get some coffee and/or Irish coffee, and watch the rest of it there. Thank you guys so much for joining us and talking through episode 4.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Episode 5 is coming up next week, and we got a preview for that coming up right about now.
Yay!
Awesome. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Oh,
Nobody wants to get a treasure.
I want the treasure.
Oh my
what?
goodness.
I was rolling my damage. No!
I'm thinking there may be spiders about.
And I would just love to make a jacket out of a crocodile and wear it on my back. That's all. That's all.